Watch out, coming up behind you.
I'm the neighbor.
I'm sorry, Lucy. They want to keep you. I'm gonna stick all over you. I'm not doing good.
You're fine, we'll wait for you there.
Hold it together.
I said, I don't wait.
Take care of all you people. I told you I talked to Patrick. Oh, he said you. Yeah. He's the same old Patrick. We talked for almost an hour. Never heard of him. I guess Patrick told him. Yeah, he said he's passionate. He called me, Beth, and then he called Billy, and they're all letting everybody else know. We got about 10 minutes. Okay. The tall one?
That's a mini.
No, the tall one.
I know. Oh, jeez.
You get my dress now.
She grows a half a foot. I know.
I'm looking at the picture.
So much. What did I see it last? It wasn't that long. She's gonna be tall as I am.
She is already as tall as I am. Like,
She might be a little
it's the
taller.
shoes, okay?
She's
I'm still hanging on, I'm still hanging on.
Every time I see her.
They pull it up every time, just you.
Yeah, I'll try to get a little bit so you can see everybody.
Yeah.
I'll be back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it this time.
Well, sort of shows me that, I'm here fancy.
He had a lot of pictures and I've scanned them in and added them to yeah, and I would love to show y'all. Some of them, I don't know who.
He looks more.
No.
I know when we get after them,
Yeah.
because there's some,
But-
did you see them handsome pictures of my dad? Yeah.
That I was just.
Yeah, like he's sleeping. I know. I said, nobody can buy it, hold him. That way.
Yeah. And he gave me a lot of pictures, so I scanned a lot and put them in here too.
No, I think
And
you,
I'd love to do it, love you.
Yeah,
I
'cause-
think would do better for you than me.
right, and if nothing else, I can scan and share the ones that we really.
Right, oh, yeah,
Yeah, some of their old friends where we don't even know, that's okay, but stuff that's important to everybody.
Yeah, I'll ask when you see them, I'll show you.
Oh, that's fine.
But yeah, and I'll bring it up in there, I didn't know.
Oh, I guess.
But now in hindsight, I feel like he. So when you get those, get one, get what you do, and that's what seems like I'll be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And,
Yeah, I pulled a couple of those out, like that one our Germany trip on, and Heather used her little scanner app.
okay, I didn't, yeah, I didn't.
See, he's just sleeping, isn't it?
That's Christmas. But,
He's hard. He's hard.
yes, I will bring one to you.
Oh, you're in English. It's just speech. Okay. Of course, I've had to edit it since then. Can you just rip through it real quick and see if there's any obvious issues? That's how you do anything about it.
I'm so glad the kid. It's nice. You like your parents? Huh?
That's the first time I've been in heels in a while. It's already killing me.
Goes fast.
I was gonna wear pantyhose, but with my bag, I tried to put them on this morning, that was not happening.
Can you say?
I was on items out for staff.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
get the German in
Let
it,
me get the pen.
especially since we're
I'm
recording
4
it,
years
right?
older
I gotta
than
take
you,
the shoes
but
off. I can't.
I thought,
I
for
can't.
sure,
I got other shoes.
You wanna slide it down in here?
I even brought other stockings, did I? Your father and mother's, no, your wedding.
I'm taking her to the bathroom.
Trying to find all that while my cat was trying to crawl all over me and all over the keyboard. Ah, I tried the heels, they just weren't working. Oh, man. It's been working.
I'm ready to talk.
You just,
I'm
it
ready.
doesn't sound right.
Yeah, just pick up on some. Major glitches.
Okay.
Or some way I can do better.
You got first?
Okay, so his mother had to work in order to rear his two older sisters. Are both of them older than him?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay, cause she had to rear them, got it.
Yeah.
You lost a parent too, right?
I lost my mom.
Your mom, right?
And they
moved someday.
That's what I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got nothing on there. That the grandkids, their kids.
I thought it was something.
And he had brought his heart faith in him. Was always too fast, you know. I was afraid. And it came just like I thought. God can just so much, do so much, like, and give so. I'm glad you
Seen
came.
a picture of that, Grandma?
Oh, I can see.
Can you give it?
Yeah, you turn me around. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just reading something. Okay.
Yeah.
And you mean that, not so appreciated by y'all, like,
Having to move
Okay.
and leaving friends and schools and.
because that makes it sound real weird, so we did
Cross out what I don't need to say.
appreciate at the time. Because I think it was, I thought you were saying it was like no one appreciated y'all moving.
Yeah,
Just leave it.
Well, you can say it was so small. Every time I see it, and do the dog. Yeah.
You're just mad that she's a past year.
Oh.
So am I.
That's what you need. That's when you were a little boy. It wasn't when a little boy.
Oh, so huge.
Yeah, that's, I was just looking, rereading this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way I go. Oh my gosh, I sleep on.
Oh, I was really cute. Was they cute?
I'll probably go off script here and say that, but of course I can't turn the video down.
That you know.
Well, I did the day about it. And they both, because he died before election day.
There's something.
Oh, yeah, no. He was waiting hard for that thing.
Oh, I really don't know. I can't tell you what that is.
If you have not yet done so.
It's when you was younger, there.
I just did a couple things. So that you don't.
Yeah. No, that's what I needed a second pair of eyes because I got this put together this morning. I was on the phone last night and I was trying to get some things together and then so let me go to bed early so I can get up early. Can I have one of those? Come in, come here and give me a squeeze. Thank you. It's been a mission.
That's a pretty good cupcake.
You look cute, I think. Cupcakes are good. You look good though. You look real good.
Keep drinking your water.
Buzz Lightyear.
Keep me from this, y'all are trying to figure it out. Because we're still.
Yeah, that doesn't change.
Right, so
But
tell me.
that was just, one.
Oh, yes, it still is. Have y'all-
Problem is most of the Yeah.
You know, once girl, you need to stay with you. Keep her name on the name right next to them on the corner.
Yeah.
This is Gabby. Yeah. Yeah. And she's German.
Jennifer? Oh, there he is. Okay. Never mind, just checking.
Yeah.
Next, you want to talk about it?
I think we're ready. Just position at the front of the door. Position at the front of the door when I'm ready, I'll just nod. Are they ready?
Yes, they're
Okay.
ready whenever you are.
Okay. All right, let's go. All right, good afternoon. Everyone, my name is Wendy Kane, and I am the oldest child of Tom and Frida. I want to thank you for coming to honor my father, Thomas Patrick Kane Jr., and husband Frida, and husband to Frida. At this moment, I'd ask you to please silence your phones and put them on vibrate, out of respect for this moment. Thank you. I want to start today by introducing our clan. We call ourselves Clan Kane. To those of you who may not be familiar, first, my mother, Frida Kane, wife and partner to Tom for 64 years. My sister,
Nancy Swaffer, and their children Heather and her husband Nish. Mike and Michael were not able to make it today. Our brother Tommy, who passed last year, his wife Pam, their daughter Jennifer, and her husband Lawrence Martin, their daughters Madison and Amelia. We all deeply cherish our daddy / Opa Kane and will miss him for a long time to come. To begin today's memorial, we are going to honor my father's military service to this country and his tour in Vietnam from 1968 to 69, for which he was awarded the Bronze Star and a Republic of Vietnam Gallantry Cross. They will perform a 7-gun salute, play taps, and do a ceremonial folding of the American flag. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please rise for the arrival of the National Guard. You don't have to.
Ready? Down. Ready? Up. Or march. Ready? Aim. Fire. Ready? Aim. Fire. Ready? Aim. Fire. Attention. Reset. Arch.
moment for the President of the United States Army, please accept this flag as a symbol of our appreciation of your love and responsibility.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we'll see. Today I want to share with you a bit of my father's beginnings and our life together. He was born in Cleveland, Ohio on February 1940 to Mary and Thomas Kane. Daddy unfortunately never met his father, Thomas Kane, because he died suddenly of an illness 6 months prior to his birth. So his mother had to go to work in order to rear his two older sisters, Mary and Patricia, and baby Thomas. With the help of those I knew as Uncle Frank and Aunt Edie, my dad's mother was able to provide for them. Later, his mother remarried, and they moved to Strongsville, Ohio, where he spent the rest of his childhood until he joined the Army in 1958 at the ripe age of 18. In 1959, my dad got his first assignment overseas to Schaumburg, Germany, where he met my mom, Frida Lee, from a small town of Memmingen, and where they then married in 1960. In 1962, my dad reassigned to Fort Knox, Kentucky, where my mother followed several weeks later with a 2-year-old Wendy and a 6-month-old Nancy on a prop engine aircraft for 12 to 14 hours alone and only speaking minimal English. Their son, Thomas Patrick Kane III, was born then in 1964. Shortly thereafter, we returned to Germany for a 4-year tour. And that was our life, moving every 1 or 2 to 4 years to a new location until July 1978, when we came to Warner Robins and made this our home. During all those years, my father served his country and provided us a lot of love, adventure, and guidance to become the secure adults we are now. Our travels, though we did not appreciate it at the time, leaving friends and starting new schools was not our idea of fun. But we learned to appreciate other cultures, speak a second language, and built within us a resilience to change. We also gained many friends who now reside in many parts of this country and overseas. My mother, she was our rock. She worked hard, taught us, and loved us, and supported my dad throughout his career. My dad loved to travel, and so we spent days traveling throughout Europe and the U.S., experiencing history and just plain fun. I remember one time coming back from Spain, and the three of us were sitting in the back seat when we began smelling something stinky and thinking we had just passed a French cheese factory. After a while, we finally realized poor Tommy, who was just a little guy, had the case of Montezuma's revenge. We laughed about that for many years after that. My daddy loved to wrestle with us on the floor. All three of us would giggle or try to gang up on him, but he was just too strong, and it usually ended up us being pinned to the floor and being tickled to death. When Daddy retired in 1978, our traveling days were over, and we settled here. He began with a job at Dyna Systems as a salesman. Later, he worked for Boeing and finally at Robins Air Force Base in the F-15 wing shop doing composite repair on aircraft wings. Also during those days, he was a DIY man. He loved working with his hands and creating and fixing things. He, my mom, my brother landscaped our whole backyard by expanding the patio, installing all the retaining walls for a new pool, and in particular, building out a shed that would be his place where he spent much of his time doing carpentry, a lifelong art that he loved. Sadly, in the last 2-3 years, his health began to decline, limiting his mobility. He felt frustrated by it because he still wanted to do so much more, and he tried to get better, but nature will have its way.
His greatest worry for us, and especially his greatest worry was for us, and especially his wife, Frida. We so much wanted him to come home, and that was his fervent wish too. But this past Monday, after doing well during the day, he even completed his absentee ballot. He wanted to vote so bad in this election. That evening, his heart just couldn't keep up anymore, and he passed. He leaves a great hole in our family's life, and it will be especially apparent in the coming holidays. But his memory will always live in our hearts. He has joined his son Tommy, wherever that may be, and they will never be alone. Thank you so very much for coming today. And may you all be touched with joy through all your days. Thank you. So that concludes our small, simple ceremony. If you haven't yet signed the book, please do so. And please feel free to stay a little while and just get to know each other. And I thank you all for coming. I hope I did okay. I held it together.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, we can thank you.
That was very meaningful. And it informed us of a lot of things we didn't know.
We're gonna have a little family dinner at our house. Lucy, you're welcome, because you live close by. So. There's a little, oh, I forget what they call it, but it has all his medals and all his things during his military service, so.
He's fighting, so.
You're welcome to say your goodbyes.
Say,
Lucy cooked it, I put it in the refrigerator. Sold up in the tea, I'm gonna come, she cooked. No,
Okay, but you didn't put the fruit
just put it in the oven.
Yeah, what,
So secure. I put it in the
I'll go in the
store.
when we go back, I'll go get that.
I have the 20 things in the
In
Want
the-
the back then? Okay, you know, is that in there?
Got the cute.
Yeah, we got one, yeah, Kenley needs one.
Yeah, I made 2 fillings this much. You was sleeping.
I did this one baked split, and then, so it's pretty big. And then I made them handwritten. I fit it together.
Another brought much. We sweetened out.
This is what.
Well, can you get me another clean it?
Oh, we'll go on the one page.
Just water too.
Mom has some.
I'll probably go clean it.
Yeah.
Work to do. I got it. I got it. There'll be no
Shelby's not working or something.
So,
What do you have, traffic and stuff from, or?
The